Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with. This is for Monday, January 16th. Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Nine of Swords. So we have 7, 8, 9. What you need to look at, I saw the number 3. Empress. The Fool. 3 of Pentacles. Future energies. 8 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and I'm feeling one more for overall energy. We have 2 of Cups. We also have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant has been coming out so much for Capricorn. Could be, like I said before, a Taurus that is around you, but it's also about having that faith and that belief and that stability and having those people that you trust around you that will give you that guidance that you need. All right, so what you may be struggling with is the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. You are worried about something. I feel that you're worried about speaking up about something. Coming out of the shadows. I feel that there's something that you found out that you're worried about speaking up about it. And you're trying to figure out, do I speak up about it or do I not speak up about it? Do I say something about it or do I not say something about it? What you need to look at is we have the Empress, the Fool, and the 3 of Pentacles. I almost feel like it's maybe before, and so I'm thinking 2 different things. Either in the past you didn't speak up for your concerns, or in the past you would always say something but it would backfire on you. And if you had just stepped away, that person or that situation would have exposed itself. And then that way it doesn't look like you're trying to be a certain way. Right in the middle here we have the Fool, which I feel like is those new beginnings. I feel like it's kind of seeing things differently. I feel that it has to do with a relationship because our overall energy is the 2 of Cups, but I also feel that it has to do with the relationship that you have with yourself, looking out for you. But it also could be dealing with a relationship that is around you, that there's something going on, there's something that you found out that you want to speak up about, but you're not sure if you should or not. Future energies. Moving forward, we have the 8 of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like it's being confident in you and your own skin. Doing what you feel is right for you and looking out for your own best interests moving forward. I also feel like it could be getting that relationship back on track because your friendship starts to evolve and you come back together and it's that trust starts to build here moving forward. And that you're both feeling happy about where the relationship is going. All right, so let's take a closer look. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Something hit you, something surprised, something came out of the blue that you realized something. Something came to your attention and you stopped in your tracks and you were like, wait, hold on a minute. Put the brakes on. Before I move forward, let me check this out. Let me think this over. Let me decide what it is I want to do before I take actions. Let me halt that. Let me think about it. Let me think. I feel like something's been brought to your attention, and before you react to it, you're like, let me think this over and let me find out the truth of the situation and what's really going on here. I feel like could have to do something with money, maybe some finances. The truth about a situation involving finances is coming out. I'm not sure what this information is that you've learned. I feel like the truth is coming out, that something happened, but you want to get to the bottom of it, that you don't want to rush it, that you want to take your time before you react to it. We have Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Hermit. I feel like it's approaching it with calmness and not just that knee-jerk reaction. I feel that it does have something to do with money because we have all of these pentacles lined up right here. But I also feel that this Queen of Pentacles goes over here, that it's questioning this friendship or this relationship that you have. And we have the Hermit, it could be with a Virgo. And you're like, before I make a move, before I make an assumption, let me think about this. Let me process this. Let me figure this out. I feel it in the past that you used to kind of have that knee-jerk reaction, but I feel like this time around, or this situation, this is something that you need to think before you act. We have the Empress, we have the Death card, which is Scorpio. Again, we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're worried about you are worried about the results of this situation and what's going to happen from it and what's going to come from it. And you feel that there are going to be some big changes that are happening, and that the old way of doing things is changed, and it's either you're looking at this person or this relationship differently, or this situation differently. And I feel like it's almost like we have those pivotal moments in relationships where you come to this point and then something happens and things change and you see things differently. I feel like you're coming out of your shell in this situation, and I feel like you're becoming more powerful. I feel that it's something that you learn a lot about yourself and how you react to things and how you handle things, that you're coming out of your shell and you're gaining your power. You're working on communication. You're speaking up for yourself in this situation. You're not rushing into what it is that you have to say, and you realize how important this thing is that you have to say about this information that has come in. But I feel like you finally realize that, hey, if I want change, I need to be change. I need to speak up, working on speaking up, working on communication, working on that friendship, working on the relationship and starting new. I kind of feel like this is a relationship that maybe was faltering and you were trying to decide, do I go with it or do I not go with it? Do I work on this relationship or do I not? And finding out that information, and then you find out more information about a situation, and then maybe in the past you didn't speak up about things. Maybe you didn't voice your opinion. Maybe you didn't say things, right? Because Capricorn has this, not all Capricorns, but some Capricorns have this thing where they kind of keep their emotions and feelings to themselves, right? That they just worry about things inside, that they just put all that stress and the burden on themselves. And they don't express themselves. But I feel like here you're realizing this relationship, and you're saying, hey, if I want change, I have to be change. And I realize that I'm lacking in communication, in giving and having that back and forth. And I feel like this is the turning point here. You come out of your shell and you start to speak up more. And that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. Because being able to speak up, then you get things off your chest and you don't let things build up and fester inside of you. I don't feel like this situation is a bad situation. I just feel like something is brought to light that makes you stop and go, whoa, before I do anything, I want to think about this, and I want to figure out moving forward how I'm truly feeling. All right, I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to do an extended. I will put a link down below. And then we will dive a little deeper in moving forward and this Queen of Pentacles and this Hierophant. We're going to get some clarifications on that. All right, so to close out, we're going to get a Wisdom Oracle. Orphaned. I feel like this energy here, you feel alone, you feel on the outside, you feel like you have all these things that you want to say, which I feel goes back to this. But I feel that it has to do with this self-expression and communication and letting your feelings and your emotions out about this situation, that you're keeping everything inside because you're feeling like you're taking on all of this burden yourself with these two Nine of Swords. And I feel like once you come out of your shell, you feel this lightness and this freedom. And you're like, oh, I can breathe now. I feel so much better. I feel so much better. Anxiety, definitely. Look at this. You almost like you have the 3 Nine of Swords. And then we have cornucopia. It could be that you have this anxiety because you're piling up all these swords, you're piling up all of these thoughts, you're piling up all of these things that you're swirling in your head, and maybe there's a situation, which I've thought about this, is why do I do that, right? Why do I pile all of these swords up in my own mind? And it could be a situation that I feel that I have lost control with, but I feel like I can control it if I keep thinking about it, if I keep swirling it in my brain, if I keep trying to process it, if I keep trying to find an answer that I know that, I'm probably not going to find that answer and it's not helping the situation, but in a way I feel like that's how I can control a situation that I can't control. But when you come out of your shell, you release those things. This Page of Wands could be communication with this person, or it could just be that you learn to release these swords that you have been building up, whether that's writing in a journal, writing in a diary, if it's just, maybe it's even just talking to yourself out loud in the car, or it's doing something that you like to do, going for a walk, going to the beach, going for a hike, and finding those ways to release this. So I feel like this represents release and emotions and feelings, releasing this 9 of Swords. All right. If this resonated with you, please feel free to check out the extended down below. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.